What up, baby? Yeah.
DUUUVAL from the stands in Maryland and on the field with Jags players. Plus, another something was shouted from the stands. Yannick Ngakoue, why haven't they paid you yet? He said, ask them, and then made a little gesture as he was signing a contract, or at least pretending to. Still no contract for Yannick Ngakoue. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baltimore, Maryland. The Jaguars on the road all week long. Day 2 of practices against the Ravens. A little rain happening in downtown Maryland on Tuesday night. Let's show you what happened. You know, the Jaguars were a bit lackluster, especially on the defensive side of things Monday. They picked it up a notch on Tuesday, and coming off the field, Calais Campbell even said, yeah, Tuesday was much better than Monday. Well, speaking of better, how about the Nick Foles to Chris Conley connection? We saw it a bit on Monday, and we saw it in a big way on Tuesday. A 65-yard bomb. That was the highlight of practice on Tuesday for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Action Sports Jax, Stuart Weber with more on the Jags QB.
This week's trip to the Ravens facility here in Maryland may be the perfect thing for Jaguars' new quarterback Nick Foles and his offense. The chance to get away from Jacksonville is helping this group blend together and get ready for the 2019 season.
Whenever you get to, run an offense that you really enjoy and you get to have a lot of say in, what quarterback wouldn't love that? But, it's really just about the people that you get to do it with. And, this team's really been bonding every single day.
We don't have coaches on the field, so the players are out there going about it, their business in the huddle. But again, did I feel like we've gotten better yesterday? I felt that we did because of the work that we had against Baltimore.
And anytime you can go away from your city on a trip and you're practicing, you're playing a preseason game, it just brings you closer together.
The one downside of this trip for Foles is playing time. It's preseason game number 1, so we're not going to see a whole lot of the Jags QB against that Ravens defense this Thursday night. In Owings Mills, Maryland, Stuart Weber, Action Sports Jax.
Foles still trying to figure out which tight ends he'll throw to in 2019. Well, the Baltimore Ravens don't have that problem. They have a litany of them, and it includes former Bolles standout, former baseball pro, and former South Carolina Gamecock Hayden Hurst, who hails from Jacksonville. We caught up with Hurst after practice on Tuesday.
As a rookie, everything's thrown at you and your head spins a little bit. But I feel a lot more comfortable in the offense. I feel a lot more comfortable with my health. I'm just happy to be out there making plays and getting back to, the old Hayden.
Yeah, how frustrating was that last year? I mean, you've battled some injuries in baseball before and now here in football, but got to be frustrating that rookie year as you're trying to adapt.
Yeah, it's tough. Never really had a football injury before, so it was new to me. But I was playing so well in the preseason, and then the foot thing happened against Indianapolis, and then you sit on the bench for 5 weeks, everybody forgets about you, and then it's hard to catch back up. When they game plan so far in advance and everything. So I fell behind a little bit, but I'm 100% now and I'm ready to go.
Can you take us back to the draft last year for a moment? Did you think you and Jacksonville could have almost happened?
Honestly, when we got to pick 20, I was kind of thinking that's where I was going to end up, and then Baltimore started trading back, and I thought, there was something up with that, and then sure enough, the phone rang. But I was thinking Jacksonville for a while. It was looking like it too.
But what are your impressions of the Jaguars? We know their defense is, on paper, looks pretty good. They were without a couple of guys, but overall, what do you think the last couple of days?
It's a fast bunch all across the board. Up front, the front seven's quick, and then of course, in coverage, they have really quick guys. Very physical up front, with Calais and Yannick and Allen too. I mean, it's you got to kind of have your head on a swivel because there's stuff coming everywhere at you. So it's a good defense. It's a physical bunch and a really fast bunch.
Want to leave you from Baltimore with this kind of fun. Leonard Fournette, a lot of question marks, some of them justified, but he handles the kids and the fans so well. He promised a little girl he would give her his gloves after practice. Well, he forgot them at midfield, so he took her out of the stands. They ran together across the field. She came back with his gloves. A man of his word, Leonard Fournette, and the kids love him for that. On Wednesday, the Jacksonville Jaguars will hold a walkthrough at M&T Bank Stadium, and they were just a short time away from kickoff. Ravens, Jaguars on Fox 30 on Thursday night.
Action Sports Jax primetime, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.